What's up everyone? It's Josh with the Envision Vlog back with another video, and today we are going over 5 more RP truths. Retinitis Pigmentosa truths. The experiences that people with RP believe to be truthful. So if you haven't seen my previous RP truths video, essentially it goes like this. An RP truth pops up on the screen, and I talk about my experience with that RP truth. These RP truths are not mine, but were actually supplied by Katey of the RP Truths Facebook page. Cue Facebook page. You can also check out her wonderful YouTube channel where she actually uploads daily videos talking about each individual truth, rather than me who talks about them in bulk. The reason I do these RP Truths videos is because while there are so many of us out there who have retinitis pigmentosa, it is very easy to just lump us all in one category of experience. So I figure by giving my take on these RP truths, I can contribute to this wonderful body of knowledge about the experiences of people with visual impairments. But nevertheless, let's get into it with RP truth number 1. Number 1 of this video, but number 11 overall, throwing me a pity party doesn't help. It is no secret that losing one's vision can be a very traumatic, emotionally challenging, and detrimental experience. And for me personally, I am 100% in agreement with this truth that throwing a pity party helps nobody in the situation, especially the person with the visual impairment. So what I found is that when it comes to people having like severe disabilities of any sort, oftentimes they're given a place on a spectrum. On one end of the spectrum, you are this inspirational person and you're going to rise above the challenge and do amazing things and inspire so many people. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you're this sad little person who's lost everything and, oh, life must be so hard and we just need to help you and protect you and, oh, how sad things must be. I feel that being at either extreme of the spectrum is not a good thing, and with that, especially the pity party, doesn't always help. Because while there are times where, yes, having a visual impairment can get you down, can make you feel depressed, can make you feel like you can't do anything, at the end of the day, you want to be treated like a human. Having a disability, I would like to be treated just as normal as any other person would be. I don't want people to walk around thinking that my life is just this sad, horrible thing and that life is something that's not to be enjoyed because I have a disability. I want to be able to enjoy my life and be treated just as everyone else, but also be understood by people that I encounter on the daily basis. Understand that I do things differently, understand that I'm still capable, but I do need accommodations. And yes, things get frustrating, but just because I have a frustrating experience from time to time doesn't mean I have a bad life, and I don't want to be treated as this person who is seen as my disability is the end all to a great life experience, and that I should be treated in the sense that, my life is horrible and that I'm sad all the time. Number 12, if you show me a picture, I will probably see something that is completely different than what it really is. I experience this a lot, especially when I have pictures that have a lot of the same tones, like there's a lot of different shades of brown or a lot of different shades of red or things that kind of blend in together. Yeah, it totally goes over my head. I remember one time I had a student that was drawing something and it was impressive, like solid artwork, and I was like, oh my lord, this is cool, this is awesome. What is it? I mean, even though I may not be able to see or can tell what something is, no lie, I still think it's cool. Just know that, if you go out and then you want to show me a picture of something or explain it, give me a little context beforehand so I kind of know at least what I'm looking at. RP truth number 13. Either shut the door all the way or leave it completely open. Oh my lord. This has actually happened to me on several occasions where I have ran into doors that were not shut completely or that were not opened all the way. One time in particular, I worked at the summer camp and the lighting in the cabins were not extremely bright. I start walking to the bathroom to brush my teeth because we were about to meet a bunch of parents and pick up some campers for a fun-filled week at camp, and BAM! I run into the door face first. Not like the flat front of the door, but that little part that like juts out. I ran into the door so hard that I felt like I almost broke my nose. And then there's the corner section of the door that when I ran into it, it caught me right between my two front teeth and actually caused my gums to start bleeding. And the reason this is very important, not only for people like me or for anyone else, is to note that not everyone who is visually impaired carries a cane, and not everyone who's visually impaired has a guide dog. If you live with someone with a visual impairment, or you're friends with someone with a visual impairment, and you're out and about, be aware of these doors that may not always be open all the way or closed all the way, because those things, in our sense, can be the devil. Number 14, put a glass of water in front of me. I'll knock it over every time. Guaranteed. See, this is why I always get dark soda when I go to restaurants. People are like, oh, it's bad for you. No, it just ensures that everyone is going to get through the meal completely dry. But in all seriousness, yes, I do tend to knock water over. And one of the reasons is because it's clear. Water that's clear blends in with stuff, and if it's hard to see, especially if you're in like a dark restaurant or something, you're more prone to knock it over. Probably one of my most embarrassing experiences was when I was in a dark restaurant and I was leaning down into like my food to try to see what everything was, and I was wearing a hat with like a big bill on it, and then when I pulled away, I was leaning down so far that the front of the bill actually caught my glass and then spilled my water into my food all over me. It was very embarrassing. So one of the ways I tend to combat this is that if I do get water in a restaurant that's not well lit, I'll ask for it in like a cup or a glass or something that's very much contrast to the table, so that way I can see it a lot better. Spilling water, it happens. Number 15, to me, my house is immaculate. To others, not so much. If you don't know what the word immaculate means, it basically means that it's pristine, it's clean, it's well kept, overall very nice. So to me, my house is very well kept, it's very clean, it's very nice. To others, not so much. Implying the idea that I may not be able to see all the dirt and, some of the growiness around the house that others may be able to see. Now for me, I've been fortunate enough to, I tend to live fairly minimalistically. So when it comes to like cleaning and things like that, I don't have a whole lot of things to clean, but not so much my house, but like my clothing and presentation sometimes can get the best of me. For example, I actually went in for a flu shot a couple of months ago, and when I went in, they had to actually have me unbutton my shirt and everything so they could get to the vein and all that mess. And my girlfriend actually has one of my old t-shirts that, it's been stained, it's been through, it's seen better days. So she uses it as a shirt wear, she uses it to paint and stuff like that. So it's okay to get dirty. The shirt I had on was apparently a stained shirt. I apparently was wearing a stained shirt that had seen better days, but it was not her paint shirt. So she openly says, oh, looks like you accidentally grabbed one of my paint shirts instead of grabbing one of your nice white t-shirts when you went to work this morning. And I'm just like an idiot, just like, no, I didn't. I grabbed this out of the clean clothes. What she was trying to do was to save face in front of the lady giving me the flu shot. So it made it look like I accidentally grabbed a purposefully stained shirt instead of grabbing what I thought was a completely clean white shirt. And here I am like, oh no, I grabbed a clean shirt. I mean, I keep my shirt buttoned up at work all the time. So to me, it's just like, if it's a little stained, it's whatever. So it's just one of those things where, a lot of times I may not be able to see things like, crumbs on the table that need to be picked up. I might not be able to see stains on shirts. So I tend to try to make sure that, I do my laundry, and that if I am having issues or if I need to know if something is clean or whatnot, that I ask somebody and, try to have people around me that are willing to give me an honest opinion, because I realize that oftentimes I can't see that kind of stuff. And it can be kind of nerve-wracking if you're trying to put your best foot forward as far as your style and personal presentation. Anyway, that will conclude today's video regarding the RP Truths 11 through 15. I will continue to upload videos regarding these RP Truths because I think they are good. I think they are great. An excellent way for me to contribute my side of the conversation as far as what we people with retinitis pigmentosa believe to be true. If you like these videos and like to see more, by all means check out my channel and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so that way you are alerted when I upload. I tend to upload at least once a week. Sometimes I'll try and go for 2, but my schedule is just crazy busy. And also don't forget to check out Katey's RP Truth page as well as her YouTube channel. She uploads a lot of great stuff. But with that being said, this is Josh with the Envision Vlog, signing off.